2014, roughly, right around there, I went through my first real winter here, and there was
you're still here. I'm impressed.
Well, yeah, I was going back and forth, and I'd spent certain parts of the winter here, but never spent a whole winter. And so we had that polar vortex storm. I think it was like 2014, somewhere right around there, and it was like negative 40 below. I didn't know what to do. I didn't have 20,000 people on our Facebook page to market to. I was still doing door to door. It was just, every day, like, you don't know if you're going to make any money. It's just, if you sell something, you make money. If you don't, you're, whatever, then you don't make any money.
Right.
And, so I said, I got to do something. I still got to go at work. I still got to support my family. I went on Facebook, joined all these garage sale groups, and every little community has one. And I just took pictures of my products at the cold storage where I store our products. Posted this little ad called the Vortex Special, and it was amazing. I got like 40 orders. It was like forums, and I was like, cool. Like, so that whole week, all I did is I got into just doing straight deliveries. I was like, light bulb went off again. I made a Facebook page, started posting those same ads week in, week out, just taking pictures of products. People kept seeing us on the forum. I kept redirecting people back to our Facebook page, and then we kept building up the people on our Facebook page. And then that transitioned to, I found out about, hey, you can pay for ads, and we can market that way. Well, I just think doing one thing at a time, as far as you get good at that. And, it's like, I have an adage that I like, get on the bike and start pedaling, that's, you got to get on the bike and start pedaling, and just focus on one thing. And if you focus on that one thing, and I mean, it depends on the business, and it depends on how many variables involved in that business and starting a business. But I would pick businesses that e-commerce is a great way to start a business. Okay. Because it doesn't take a lot to build a website nowadays. There's a lot of out-of-the-box solutions, and
you can't
find a product.
Unless you're a web developer, honestly, and you're in the back end.
No, a lot of times you can't anymore.
But front-facing, you can't tell.
No, and so you start with something like we built our first website with, I hired a kid. I went on Kijiji, and I hired a kid that was going to Algonquin College, and it's like $500, and they worked. So,
launched your business.
Launched the business. Needed a website. And he's like, oh, I'll do one for $500. I was like, cool, that's all I got. So My advice is to really do your homework and find somebody that's going to come in. If you plan on building a big website that you really need a lot of moving parts, you don't speak the language, hire a company to come in and do audits, or act as a manager or an audit team to follow them along the process and make sure, one, that they're honoring the timeline, the contract, and they're doing what they're supposed to. Because you don't speak common person doesn't speak the language. I don't have to go in there and check code and see SEO and all these things. And that was the issue. I finally had done an audit, and I found out that I'm already $18,000 in. So that was a
tough lesson.
Very tough lesson. Yeah. So that's one of my suggestions if you're going to build a website. There's a lot of people being taken advantage of nowadays. So last year we almost reached $1 million in revenue.
Congratulations.
And that's kind of keeps peaking. I've noticed this year, and it went down a little bit as we changed some things, but that's why we're squirrely. We keep moving in different directions, and that's painful for entrepreneurs. So that squirreliness, I call it. That's where you got to be squirrely.
And you know what? And I think we're all wired that way to a certain extent, right? Yeah. And that's where a good coach or mentor comes in. Yeah. Thinking, hey, hang on. Your shiny object, come back to where you're currently at and what we agreed you're going to do. And,
of course.
Yeah. Exactly. I think it's one of the challenges. Any of our listeners that are currently entrepreneurs, they will agree that you want to be malleable. You want to be flexible, I think, as an entrepreneur.
Oh, you have to be.
But you can't get off your core value unless you got to be able to pivot. But if you're pivoting all the time, it means you're not on. In my opinion, it means something. Your core services or offerings are no longer make sense.
Exactly. Yeah. So you have to learn what's important and prioritize. Right. I mean, that's definitely, especially as a small business owner, you have to really prioritize those things. A lot of things come across my path, and is this something I should devote my time to? No, I don't think so.